Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's video is about quantiles. When we have a large set of data, then we need different locations of the data. For that purpose, we use quantiles that divide a set of data into different parts. Broadly, we have three categories. The first one is quartiles, then deciles, and lastly percentiles. As the word suggests, quartiles that divide a set of data into four equal parts, while in deciles we have 10 equal parts. On the other hand, in percentiles, we have 100 equal parts. Now, in today's lecture, we will learn that how we can calculate it manually. Definitely in software, like in Excel, we have the option of Excel function that we can get the quartiles. It is mentioned in that function the first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. And first quartile is basically your 25th percentile, and the second quartile, that is basically median, and it is your 50th percentile, or it is your fifth decile as well. While your 75 percentile, 75th positions means is your third quartile. Now, now we discuss quartiles. To solve different quartiles like Q1, Q2, and Q3, and the first thing that data should be in ascending or descending order, and then we make positions according to their ordering. We have 10 values, so we have 10 different positions. So Q1 basically represents first quartile. It is 25th percentile that I have discussed already. Then Q2 is your second quartile, and it is also median. And the same way Q3 is your third quartile. Now, most of the time we need center of the data. So our Q2 is median, D5 is also median, and 50th percentile is also our median. Now let's start with quartiles. But before discussing quartiles, we have before discussing its calculation, we have some properties. Let's say if we calculate first quartile, so 25% of the data value is less than first quartile. And in the same way, if we are calculating second quartile, or it is basically median, as in case of median, it divides a set of data in two equal parts. So in case of Q2, our 50% values in the total data is less than this Q2. And in the same way, in Q3, our 75% values are less than Q3, or in other way around, we can say that only 25% values are greater than Q3. For example, if we have 40 observations in a data set, then its 25% is 10. So 10% observation, 10 observations are less than Q1. Now let's start calculation. To start calculation again, we have already, we have discussed it in the median part that we have ungrouped data as well as group data. For ungrouped data, we have this formula. This is general formula that Qi is equal to the value of I multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 4. The observation, this is basically the observation. Fourth observation. Oh, sorry, n plus 1 divided by fourth observation. So if you put here I equal to 1, then Q1 will be value of this 1 multiplied by n plus 1 divided by fourth observation, and so on. Now, first of all, we calculate this number. That is very much important. If we are going to calculate first quartile, and in case of second quartile, we calculate this number. While in case of third quartile, we calculate this number. Now, for example, after calculating this number, and we are getting whole number. Say if n equal to 11, and if we put in the first quartile, we will get this 3 number. So it is very easy that we just we will take the value of third item for Q1, and it will be our first quartile. I will also explain with the help of example as well. Now, in case if we are getting this value in fraction part, for example, if we have n equal to 12, and if we put in this formula, we will get 3.5. So how we can position the quartile? So it would be third item, integral part or whole part, this one, while we have 0.5, means 0.5 that is multiplied by, we will take two values, the fourth position value minus the third position value, and after subtracting these values we will multiply it by 0.5, and then we will add to the value of third item. Now let's see example. Here we have the example. Let's say we have the numbers 5, 7, 10, 12, 14, 15, 18, 20, and 23. First of all, this is we should sort the data, and it is also in sorted form. If the data is not sorted, mean not in descending order, first we should sort. I have taken the example that if the data is already sorted. So we make the position because we have 9 numbers, we are making the position first to 9. Now, first of all, we calculate Q1. Again, we will use the above formula here. We will put I equal to 1 and n plus 1 by 4. When we calculate it, we are getting 2.5. So the second position, in second position, we have these 7 numbers. And then the 0.5. And then we will get the third minus this one. I have already highlighted. At third position, we have this 7 number. At third position, we have this 10 number. And second position, we have 7 numbers. So we will make the difference 10 minus 7. And now we solve this expression that it would give us 7 plus 1.5, and we solve it and we are getting 8.5. So our first quartile is 8.5. Now for second quartile, again here we will put I equal to 2, and we will put the value in the formula, and we are getting 5. So it is very easy. We will just get the fifth item, and this is our fifth item. So our second quartile is 14. In the same way, we can get our third quartile by putting here I equal to 3. We will get 7.5. Again, seventh position, this one 18, and then the difference of 18, 20 minus 18, 2, and we will multiply it 0.5, and we will get this number that is 19. So it is all about quartile, and we have the formula for group data as well. For group data, we usually this formula, and it seems that I have already explained in median lecture while discussing that how we can calculate median for group data, because first of all we find median class. In quartile, we first find our quartile class by using this formula. Now for decile, we can use again the same formula, the only that number of observations plus 1 is divided by 10, and here we put I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Rest of the procedure is same as we have already discussed. So here D5 would be our median. For group data, again, it is the same formula that we have used for median as well as for quartile. On the difference is that to find decile class, we use I into n by 10, where we have I with different values. Now, here we have the example for decile. Let's say we have this value, Again, we have the data, the same data. And now it is the not in descending order. So first of all, we have arranged the data. And now we are interested to find D5. D5 will also give us the median. So first of all, we calculate here, because we are calculating D5 I equal to 5. Here we will put I equal to 5 in this value. And we are getting 5 means fifth position, and at fifth position, this is our fifth decile, and it is also made in the same way. If you want to calculate first decile, second decile, or ninth decile, you can use this formula that I have highlighted. Now uh, we have another data set where we have 11 values. Again, sort the data, and you can do your calculation that I have explained already. For example, we are interested to calculate 90 decile. Now, for 90 decile, here in this formula, we put I equal to 9 and calculate I multiply n plus 1 by 10, and we are getting 10.8. Again, 10th position, and 0.8 is multiplied by the 11th minus 10th observation that we have already done in our quartile calculation. So here, the 10th position, I am highlighting this one. This is your 10th position, this one, that is 23, and it is multiplied by this fractional part, means 0.8, that here we have 0.8 means 25 minus 23. And when we calculate it, we will get this one, and overall our 9 decile is 24.6. Here we can get our 9 decile, that is D9. Rest of the value should be less than from this D9, 24.6. And you can observe that all these values are less than this 24.6. Then we have percentile. Usually it is also reported in different software, like when we have large set of data. Now, P1 we can get here by putting it. So we have different 99 percentiles. Means you can calculate second percentile or 25th percentile, and in the same way, you can calculate 95th percentile. So just put in this formula the value of I that ranges from 1 to 99. And the same way for group data, we have the same calculation, the same formula that we have already discussed in our median. And here, to get your percentile class, we use the same formula, I multiplied by n divided by 100. In case of median, it was n by 2, and in case of quartile, it was n by 4. In case of decile, it was n by 10, and in case of percentile, it is n by 100. So we have the data. This is very small data. Usually we have large set of data. For example, we are interested to find our 50th percentile. 50th percentile, basically it would give us median. So we are getting this fifth, and this fifth value is 14, and it's the same that it was our median, it was our second quartile, it was our fifth decile. Now, for example, if we want to calculate our 25th percentile, and 25th percentile is basically your first quartile. So by putting 25 in this formula, I equal to 25, we will get 2.5. 2.5 means 2 means second position, 7. And the 0.5 is multiplied by the difference of these two, 10 minus 7. And we will get this 7 plus 1.5 equal to 8.5. And it was also our first quartile as well. So this is about the calculation of quartile, decile, and percentile for ungrouped data. For group data, for example, we want to calculate a second quartile. So we should have this formula, and the general formula I have already shown you in previous slide. Now here, first we find quartile class, and quartile class, for example, if we are interested to find second quartile, so 2n by 2, we are getting 18. So we will check in the cumulative frequency. In cumulative frequency, I have already discussed that this frequency 1 is added to 5, then 6 is added to 9, 15, and 15 is added to 12, 12 is added to 27, that 7 is added 34, and 2 is added 36. So we will check this 18 that falls in this 27. So this would be 12 would be our F, while before 27, the cumulative class, this 15 would be our C. And in case this is our median class, so it should be converted into class bounds that I have already explained in our media lecture. So it is our class bounds. So this would be our lower class bound, and H would be the difference of this upper class bound and lower class bound. Here I have taken the data and just put these values in this. So our second quartile is 75.75. In the same way, for percentile, or for, let's say, decile, for fifth decile, rest of the procedure is same. Just we calculate decile class, and that is 18, and it would be again the same that it was in case of quartile. Like in for percentile and percentile, and for example, we are interested to calculate 50th percentile. So we will apply this 50 multiplied by n divided by 100 for percentile class. Is not here. Percentile class. And again, we will look at in the cumulative frequency that falls in 27. And again, rest of the procedure is same. So this is all about these different quantiles. Thank you very much for watching this video.